What is your best impression of Ringo Starr? Can I hear it?
No.
Well, come on.
I don't do impressions.
Everyone does an impression of Ringo Starr.
I just did it, and then you just...
Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you do yours.
Ringo Starr from the Beatles.
No, that's not what I meant. Anyway, welcome back to the Hot Teapot. We do have to address that last week we got a really quite a weird numbering error.
Did we?
Yeah, we announced in the thing, it's like Hot Teapot episode 8, and then when we actually checked it was only episode 7, so...
Well, in our hearts it was number 8.
Yeah,
we've been throwing enough content out there. You should all be lapping it up.
Yeah. Shall we address that elephant in the room first?
What, that it's pitch black? It's pitch black in here. It's like having a podcast in the Blitz. This is ridiculous. Why are we in the... You've got a big light. I can see it.
Yeah, but my problem is... I like cool lights. Like me and Chris at a house party, I've got that cool little like neon vibe, my name written up there. I've got a sensory Death Star light that's LEDs that changes colour.
Why do you need your name up there? That's like having it tattooed on your hand. You don't know your name. Is that a problem when you wake up?
Well, sometimes, yeah. Actually, as it goes.
Depends what kind of night it's been, I suppose. Just feels fairly redundant, but I'm having a bad mood today.
You've been here for about half an hour, and everything I've put forward for discussion. You're like, oh. And I was like,
right, everything includes Wheatus, as in I don't
there
really know.
There is nothing
Wheatus.
wrong with Wheatus.
Yeah, it's just okay. I've not heard enough of them to judge.
Okay, but I love Wheatus so much. They're great. Shout out Wheatus. They're great.
Yeah, well done, Wheatus. You did it.
You made it, guys.
You made it, guys.
So, I can't remember exactly what I was going to say.
Well, let me start this one off, Danny.
Okay.
Welcome to the nuclear apocalypse. If this is being brought out tomorrow and you're listening.
It's true. By the time this podcast comes out, the world could be over as we know it.
And people's priorities should still be listening to the Hot Teapot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're like Free Dog in Fallout 3. It's like Free Dog!
Free Dog! Oh! There's a very niche reference for you all. I bet you could all relate to that one.
Yeah, so...
I don't get why they test nukes underground.
Yeah.
I don't get why they test nukes. They must be working. Imagine it'd be embarrassed if Americans, Donald Trump's in his front garden and then this nuke just lands in front of him. So, that was a broken one, that one. They should have tested that nuke before they sent it over there.
But the problem is if you test it, it's exploded. So then you have to make another one. How do you know if that one's not going to work?
I feel like they're testing the design. I feel it could be stupid just testing bombs, like lobbing them off a cliff. Yeah, that's a bomb.
Or... there was just genuinely an earthquake in North Korea, and Kim Jong-un is trying to spin it into propaganda, saying, well, North Korea has got nukes. It's like, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're just sort of spinning this.
Could be a laugh.
Could be, actually.
Mind you, we're in between Liverpool and Manchester. Like we're getting nuked. We'll be dead.
Yeah, we're done. We're done for it. Yeah.
Mind you, it depends how big the nukes. I'm sure there's an app. I'm going to look up on that. There's a map somewhere of how a nuke will affect you. We'll have to send to chaos and kill each other, but
presumably they'll hit London first, right?
I don't
know.
Might improve the place. I'm not a London. You've been to London.
I was in London this morning. Yeah.
I just can't stand cities like that.
Have you ever been to London?
I'm in between a city slicker and I hate the countryside.
Right.
I'm happy
so
where I am.
You just don't like anything.
No. The city slickers are full of people and they don't know what they're doing and they just walk around with their eyes glued to the pavement, not saying hello to anyone. That sort of rubbish. And then the countryside is just full of hills and poo and sheep and dead quails.
I wonder whose fault that is.
The quails. It look both ways. Need a zebra crossing on them roads for quails.
A quail crossing.
Well, no, because it's not called a human crossing, is it, for the road? It's a zebra crossing. It's not for zebras. It's because it's coloured like one.
Oh, yeah.
A quail crossing. Yeah, let's colour it the same colour as a quail. It's nice camouflage.
I've never put that connection together in 20 years of life.
Why would you think? I don't know why they're called pelican crossings. If that's any justification.
So I've just realised this.
Yeah, it's a zebra crossing because it's coloured like that. Gee, what am I working with? Man alive.
But I was in London today. I left Essex this morning at about 9. and I went to London, and I got into Fenchurch Street, which is right in the city of London, near the Bank of England and various other things.
Oh, I know it well.
Yeah, and I had an hour and a half to kill before my train, so I went on a really nice walk, actually. I started at the Tower of London.
I think I saw your Instagram for that. Did you?
No, I did. I did a live stream.
Yeah,
when
you
I was
just
there,
recorded
yeah.
your feet for most of it.
No, only the first 6.5,
Well,
7
that's my
seconds.
attention span.
That's how long you watched.
lost me. You lost me because of your feet. Why's Daddy recording his feet? Never mind.
And then died at Tower Bridge, then headed up sort of heading towards Canary Wharf. Still quite a way off, but heading towards that way, and then decided to just get on the tube and get to Euston.
Oh, the tube.
Go on, what's your issue with the tube?
In Paris,
This is just Kieran's 101 things I hate about London.
The tube it's full of thieves, and it smells, and it's full of people. Like when we were
Full of people.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a problem for me. When we went on the tube in Rome, my dad's wallet was pickpocketed, and they stole his wallet, and the thief who was running away with it dropped it by accident, and some guy picked it up and ran after the thief to give it to him. When we was in Paris, we got locked out because like if you scan it once, you're not allowed back through. Because I don't speak very good French and none of us read very good French, we kind of had to jump the barricades. So there's everyone jumping over it all majestic like, and I'm quite a heavy set person. I like jump over it, and I get just above it, and I just plummet on top of it like, oh, I just broke the tube turnstile, and I just ran as fast as I could anyway.
I was at Victoria Station in London near Buckingham Palace for your reference. Last year with a friend, Adam, who was an Australian dude who came over here. And Adam's quite a big dude, you know, sort of like about 6'3", very well built rugby player, and he tried to get through the barrier, you know, the tube barrier. It's probably the same as the electric barrier, and he just was really slow, didn't make it through in time, and it closed on him, trapped him. Boom! Like alarm started going off.
Jesus.
Everything. It was crazy, and then he just sort of hit the barrier open and just walked off fast, like past armed security, and just walked straight out the door.
Like, you know, someone who's 6'3" and like a rugby player, I'm not going to stop him. Yeah, you go on whatever train you want. Take my ticket. There you go.
But I don't mind London. I think it definitely has its problems. But the tube isn't bad on London. I've never been robbed or anything like that. I mean, there are occasions where it's really cramped and really hot, which sucks. But
I'll rob you in London. Next time you're down to London, I'm following you and I'm mugging you in a tube.
Right.
And then when the police come, you say, I'm his mate. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We do a podcast. Chill.
Policeman will be like, I've heard it.
You don't like London, do you not? Oh no.
I don't mind London. Last year I stayed there for about a week, and it was the longest period of time I've stayed in London. And then I liked it, but I was staying in Covent Garden. I was staying in a really good place in Soho, like it was nice. But I'd hate to be living a London life.
Oh, I couldn't live in the city. When we was in Wales, I couldn't live around there.
No.
Because them roads are so narrow, you know, I'd have to live in one of the towns. Because every time you're driving somewhere, it's like there's a car coming towards you and you have to reverse. And
yeah,
same with London, you can't drive anywhere.
And you never know, you know, one day you might, you know, be like, hey neighbour, can I walk down this path? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then as soon as you walk down that path, they're like, hey, you're not allowed to walk down this path, turn around, stop walking down this path. You know, and then you never know, it might cause some issues.
And you never know, you might look at some property.
Yeah.
That isn't your property. You can't look at my property. This is my property. So you've after this podcast is going to get reported because I was initially welcoming the host to record it, but he might just change his mind.
Yeah.
He might just change his mind and then just go. Some of you might know what's going on there, but
you know, I saved the dog from eating a hedgehog. That's all I have to say about that. If you're listening, person who can, let's just address it because I've tweeted about it. Everyone knows this is going on. The video we posted last weekend where the squad went up into the mountains to find the waterfall. The owners of the house, not even owners, technically they're just tenants because they're renting it.
Lodgers,
squatters,
yes.
And so they decided to revoke their permission of us being allowed to film in that house, and are now trying their best to complain and have my video taken down.
Regardless of the law, because the law says if there's a reason, there's a separate law saying you can't film in military. As far as I know, that's not a military zone.
Yeah.
The entire thing. As in, correct us if we're wrong, but I didn't see many drills being run while we were there. I didn't see any tanks rolling around. So, it's not illegal to film in that kind of situation unless you give away any private details, which you didn't even show a door number.
Nope.
You didn't show where the address was or anything like that. And it's in the middle of nowhere.
That's exactly...
sending a drone up and Google Earth in it, then yeah, okay, you can probably do that.
But that's the thing is, like, I was thinking about this. It's like there is no war in... I can't believe we're actually doing this, but it's worth a discussion. There is no way from my video can you figure out where that house is or anything like that. So unless you're under witness protection or something like that...
Which would have been nice to disclose before you let 5 vloggers up there.
6. Don't let yourself down.
I ain't vlogging. I'm not a vlogger. I don't do vlogging. I've got a face for radio. Hence.
But they're trying to complain and have my video taken down, man. And so this was the situation. So I reached out because they're friends of another member of the group. So I reached out to that member of the group. I was like, look, put me in touch with them. Pass on my email address. Pass on my phone number. Whatever. I just want to talk and get this resolved. The Corbyn approach, as it were. Just want to talk and get this resolved. See what we can figure out. Free healthcare, that sort of thing. Anyway, they then responded. Right, and I will actually read out the response.
Oh, this is professional.
There is no need for any further discussion. Full stop. He needs to edit out our home.
Right.
So what they've essentially done is declared war. So I've decided to take the Trump approach going forward.
Here we go. I hope you enjoyed his channel while it lasted.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. I didn't even read out the full message, just to let everyone know.
Yeah, it's not too unprofessional.
No,
only a little bit.
That was just the gist, really.
I'd understand if you went into my house.
Yeah.
And you filmed all my letters and my door number and where I lived and all that and really private stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the most that you did was put a camera on a table.
Yeah.
Shot around, everyone introduced themselves.
Yeah.
That was a nice room as well, so I'd be proud of that room.
Yeah, amazing room.
And then you shot a spider, which was quite a big spider.
On the outside
of the house through a window. And then, that's about it. That's all I can remember.
Those are the moments they've complained about in their complaint.
Well, that's because it's the only moments there.
Exactly.
So well, you should maybe jokingly just blur everything out on that, just a background. You can't see the wallpaper now.
But I would just much rather have this resolved. So once again, if you're listening and this podcast hasn't outraged you even further,
podcast, I demand you take this podcast down. You spoke about my property.
I actually had a dream about it the other night, and I said this vision. It's like, you dreamt waking up without. You dreamt about my property.
Take them dreams out. They've got a Trump approach. This one.
But I just don't understand. If anything, embrace it.
Well, there was that clip of the video where you took a dump on top of the table and smeared it around.
Oh yeah, but but that's the thing is, I edited that out.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You cleaned it up a few hours afterwards.
That didn't happen, but
it did. It did happen.
But I'm serious, man. But if anything does come of it, don't worry. I will be disputing it, and I will be fighting for this video, which, thanks to everybody, has become the most popular thing I've ever done with my life. So thank you.
Almost second if you didn't remove that September video. Or September.
I know, yeah. Well, it is what it is.
So, also to those listening, don't get involved. This is between two parties.
Yeah.
Don't go tweeting them. Don't go finding them on Facebook.
No, definitely don't do that.
Don't go find the property in that video where we disclosed all the locations and stuff like that.
And definitely don't do a podcast and talk about it.
That would be unprofessional.
But how do we get from North Korea to this? Well, actually, I can see the similarities. But when I
mentioned London. and it just triggered me.
But yeah, so the whole world is kind of on edge right now. I woke up this morning to that news, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? Like, what's going on, Kieran? Tell me about what's happening to the world."
Egos, that's what's going on. The big man's making judgments and the little men are paying for it. If these
Right.
two blow each other off the face of the earth, they don't care.
Yeah, you're right. I guess
I mean, how old's Donald Trump?
71.
About 106 or something like that. That's how old he is, roughly. A few millennia.
He's probably over 100, and he just has like the blood of his children infused into himself to keep
Bathes
him
in
alive.
unicorn blood. No, all it is, it's two egos that are clashing, and
Yeah.
one ego is significantly more powerful than the other ego.
Yeah.
But then everyone's trading with North Korea still. Like China's still got their open border thing with North Korea, and it's all very confusing. But we shouldn't be getting involved. It shouldn't ever. I don't think it'll lead to nukes. I don't think Kim Jong Un's that mental, but it could lead to war.
It could, and I think that Theresa May should have just kept hush about it.
I think if it all comes to it, Theresa May should deploy that big bubble she's got around the UK. No, no more.
Well, like Stephen, like the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, just put a bubble around us. Leave us to it, because I don't want to get involved. Mind you, this country, sorry to get super political,
It's
but
fine.
remember the
We welcome it here at the
Yeah.
Hot Teapot.
Remember the airstrikes in Syria?
Yeah,
Where they said the UK support this and then did it, and then the rest of UK went, no,
100%.
let's not blow them up. No, the
But
UK support
the
it.
problem thing is and this comes down to the thing, and it's the reason every single war is fueled by the media, and I feel like the media are massively blowing all this up to generate fear, to generate that
So
sort
we
of
buy
thing.
more papers, etc.
So we
Well,
buy
no
more
one buys the
papers.
paper, I'll read the article.
But you know, the
click
people,
the clickbait, you know how it is.
the people who then own the papers, who are pulling some strings within the government, and then the various stages above that, which I won't get into because I'm not Alex Jones, and
I have a soundboard for that. Only you know. The media! It's the media!
I just think everyone just needs to chill out.
That sounds like a very socialist attitude, though.
It's not.
He's been converted.
I'm
Joined
not.
the red.
I'm not a socialist. Never will be.
Better red than dead.
I hate everything in politics. Like, I hate everybody in equal amount.
I don't know. There's a few that I like a bit more. I like Corbyn a bit. Mind you, he's winding me up now because he's campaigning still, like as if there's going to be an election this weekend. Well, dude, you got 4 years. Chill.
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, Theresa May said she's going. Oh, yeah, you're right. If she resigns, there doesn't have to be an election.
Well, is she
Yeah.
resigning?
Yeah,
In 2 years?
she announced she was resigning in 2 years. She's going to get Brexit.
Why did she go for it again?
What do you mean?
What? Like, imagine if I was
Because I think Theresa May wanted to lose that election.
Theresa May
To get it off her back.
Theresa May was hunted an ego in that thing. She didn't want to be the prime minister who wasn't voted in and everyone hated. So then she did this snap election, which she said she wouldn't do, and then she won. Unless you're a Labour voter and you think Labour won for reasons.
If you're broken,
If you're broken and think that smaller numbers win, not quite how it works in this day and age. That was great, that. As in, I'll openly say I voted Labour, but then I wasn't going round the next day saying Labour won because they took some seats from her. It's not how it works. That's not how this works. I mean, it's a dumb system anyway. It should be the most votes, etc. But
Yeah,
even if you
absolutely.
take that, the Conservatives still won.
yeah, still
So
by at least 2 million.
I like the Brexit voting of everyone's vote counts towards
Yes,
it rather
100%.
than it's because everyone knows the broken system that it is anyway.
Yeah, 100%. But I think, my opinion on the whole thing is that Theresa May does not want to be Prime Minister. So she said she's stepping down. What she's literally doing is she has said as soon as the Brexit negotiations are done and we've left the EU, she's out. So she's she's flying the plane into the mountain, and just before it hits, jumping out.
Unless Brexit's a good thing, we don't know till we get there.
You know, I think that Brexit could potentially be a great thing, but it needs to be handled correctly, and I don't think the Conservatives are doing that right now.
I don't think there's any right way to handle it. I've under the impression that it's just leave, but then there's so much more to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Then there's a
So
whole
that was
human
not
rights
made
thing
aware
going
to
around.
anyone before the referendum, really.
Nothing was made aware to us because no one had. If it, I was against this referendum because this is myself included. Everyone has this opinion that they think's right,
True.
regardless of facts or not.
100%.
So it's like if you go to like Joe Public and say, "Why do you think we should leave the EU?" They might spew out all sorts of rubbish they've got in their head.
It's true.
So you shouldn't give the uneducated a vote until they're educated.
Yeah, I
Educate
agree.
then vote. That's
That should be a thing. Like, if you want to have a vote, you need to go to like a community
no
college.
one will vote. Earlier it was voting no. Now you have to go to a class for it. Right, okay.
I don't know. I mean, the system in Australia is really good. You get fined quite a lot of money.
Everyone says this about Australia, about how the systems are really good. And do you know what? I can't fault them. There's not much going on there, is there?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they get fined a lot of money if they don't vote.
I'm against that.
Are you?
Yeah, because
I mean, the vote you can vote to spoil. You can vote for.
To quote the world's greatest band, if you choose not to decide, you've still made a choice.
There we go. That's from the new Wheatus album.
Rush, free will.
True. Yeah, Rush did a whole song about this.
Okay, about the Brexit referendum. That's Rush did one about that back in the 80s. Was that actually? I think that was Power Windows.
Was it?
Unless a Rush fan's going to call me out and expose me to the fraud I am now. Someone's going to get me. Actually, free will was not for it.
Is that Geddy Lee in the comments?
Geddy Lee's that was wrong.
I always thought about Geddy Lee. He strikes me as the kind of dude who, when he's at home, he has like a fake account and he comments hate on all Rush videos.
Have you seen the video of Geddy Lee? For those who's wondering, the world's greatest band, in my opinion, is Rush.
Yeah,
the bassist
100%.
and singer is Geddy Lee, one of the greatest musicians in the world. But there's this video of him, like Rush is so passive of a band. There was like the crowd were just like storming forward towards the stage.
Yeah,
and like most bands would go, get back, otherwise you're gonna break the stage again. He's like, guys, you gotta go back a little bit. I don't know why he's Texan. You gotta back up. You're breaking the stage. It's great.
Rush are the greatest band of all time. Do check them out. I think what they've all been waiting for the whole career is for us to talk about them on this podcast. So.
This is it. Now they can all retire happily.
Now they've retired, all they need is for us to talk about them. So.
And here you are. Rush, we just gave you a shout out. Now, if you could just return the favour.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really great.
So when you're getting Jake Paul on the podcast, anyway.
Oh,
are you still
God.
working on that?
I was speaking to Nick. Nick's home.
Please tell me you're not getting anything.
He's home soon, and I was just like, dude, you got to come on this podcast. And every time I tell him that, he doesn't respond, but he reads it. But I know we're going to be going out like for at least a meal or like some nights out, whatever. So I'm just going to probably surprise him and just be like,
oh, Kieran's here with a microphone. Hello.
And he'll just be like, England is my city.
Old meme, go away.
Oh yeah, there's a new meme in town.
Come on, step up. You're an old meme now. That's why you have to relegate to this podcast. Ignore the money.
There is a new meme in town.
There's a lot of new memes in town.
There is. It's been getting quite heated, hasn't it? On social media.
Oh, you mean them memeing me?
Well, there's memeing going on for everybody at the moment.
I don't know. I feel like it's only me and Chris who are getting memed.
Oh no, Luke's getting just as memed.
Oh yeah, he's got a diss track coming his way, hasn't he?
Yeah, Chris Explores. Go follow, go subscribe to his channel because he is dropping a diss track on Luke Romeo very, very soon.
I read some lyrics earlier. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
My God.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I genuinely believe that this will make Luke cry. And he will just be a broken human being.
Well, when he gets to 1,000 followers, me and Chris are doing a diss track on Danny.
Which I'm hyped about. I love that.
We'll soon find out. Danny disappears after he gets to... So you all need to go subscribe to Chris.
Yeah, 100%. So there's a website called Hipstrumentals. And it's hip-hop beats that you can use. And I was listening to them earlier and I was like... This is cool. There's nothing else to add to that. I just thought I'd just mention.
You just plugged a website that we have no connection to.
I like the name Hipstrumentals. It's cool. It's creative.
I thought you was like you're a radio presenter. Is that what you just advertise people who don't want to be advertised?
That's the twist.
Wow. That's why Hert's not knocking at your door, is it?
And if you're looking for a place to stay in North Wales, well, let me tell you about a place.
Not that one, though, because if you look at it... Good pub, though. What was the name of that pub?
The pub we went to in Wales.
Yeah, with the barbecue burgers.
I can't remember the name of the pub. It's bound to be in the vlog. Someone's
It's
vlog.
going to be something lion.
Welsh.
Red,
Yeah.
White lion or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
I had a lovely bitter. That was a lovely bitter.
What was it you had? Waddington.
Worthington.
Worthington.
Waddington. Yeah, marmalade flavoured bitter. Waddington. I'm trademarking that. I'm having Waddingtons.
I just thought it was.
It's fine, don't worry. Didn't you have like a bottled Budweiser?
I had a bottle of Budweiser, yes.
You classless oaf. You don't go to a lovely pub like that and just twist open a bottle of Budweiser.
It wasn't a twist open. They opened it for me.
All right, never mind then. Forget everything I just said.
I'm like, I don't know. I really enjoy a Budweiser. I'm not a fan of draft ales so much because they make me feel a bit sick and a bit really burpy. A bottle's really nice. It's refreshing. You know, it's clean. That sort of thing.
You know it's clean.
You can never trust people's pipes. Pubs' pipes. Pipe.
And you were struggling for merchandise and you're coming out with sayings like that. You can never trust someone's pipes. Now that's a t-shirt I'd buy. Never mind that tie-dye. Here's my disc tape, by the way. That's a preview. Never mind that tie-dye. It's all about the dodgy pipes.
Dodgy pipes. All right, we'll get it on a t-shirt. We'll get it on the merch store next week.
But what would that even be?
Tie-dye.
A tie-dyed pipe. Good God.
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. I don't plan things. I just like making things up as it
I can tell.
But this does just about conclude this week's podcast. So, what do we need to plug?
Me. Kez the Pleb. Get
Kez
me a
the
few
Pleb.
more followers so when my disc tape goes live for Danny Sim at some point, you can all have a look at that.
Yeah, go and check out Kez the Pleb on Twitter, the Kez Bomb on Instagram.
Mate, I gotta mix it up. I gotta confuse people like that.
100%.
Because
And what's your YouTube channel? Because you do have an epic video on there right now.
oh, the how to subscribe to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're struggling to find out how to subscribe to Chris Explores on YouTube, I've got an easy short tutorial. You can go and check that out. Just search Kez Bomb. If you go up into old Google, search how to subscribe to Chris Explores.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's very easy, simple. I think I might do more tutorial videos.
You should. It's
Might be how to subscribe to Danny Sim.
Do it.
Just type it in capitals and clickbait. Lots of question
I
marks.
do not clickbait at all.
Right. Next week, I'm gonna have evidence in front of me on how you clickbait.
That's fine. I welcome that. That's next week's discussion. But, hit me up. Danny Sim1 on Instagram, Danny Sim Twitter, Danny Sim YouTube. It's pretty much Danny Sim more or less everywhere. So, and I have a Facebook page now, Danny Sim97. Go hit that up.
You have a Facebook page?
I do. I had to do it to verify my Instagram, yeah.
What do you mean, like a fan page, Facebook
No,
page?
no.
Or do you mean your personal one?
No. I have like a page on Facebook to post some stuff on too. Like, I'm not going to use it. I just needed to create it so that my Instagram account could be verified.
Oh, that seems
Complicated. It
Yeah,
was. It took me
really
at least
redundant.
3 minutes, and that's 3 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Oh, and happy September, everybody. Let's not forget that.
Have a great September.